essentially the idea when you're working with DITA, like other types of structured content, is the idea that you're moving from managing documents, kind of a traditional method, whether that's Microsoft Word or Google Docs or something like that, where you're focused on kind of doing the design and the finished product all as one piece, and you're moving from that into breaking it into individual components. Right? You're going to separate out the different ingredients, if you will, so that you can put them together, on demand for a lot of different reasons. So if you want to use our restaurant example, and food example that we were talking about here, recipes, it's kind of like if you go to a conference. The traditional method is you go in, you pick up like a box lunch, and you can get a turkey sandwich, or you can get a wholly put together ham sandwich, and then the user has to go and take off what they don't want. But essentially, it's already pre-made and pre-built. Well, with DITA, you can do things more on demand. It's more like going to a Subway restaurant where you can go in, you can have them assemble it as you go, etc. So anyway, so why would anybody actually, want to do this? Well, there's a lot of different reasons, and anything from getting multi-channel outputs, having a single source of truth. Like I said, you've got the dynamic publishing. You can do things on demand. You've got a lot of reuse, so it's going to save you money and localization costs. It's really built for complexity and scale, and that's really what I want to focus on right here. One of the big things is that when you change from being like a little local shop, and you're really starting to grow to something that's big, your needs change. So back to the restaurant example, right here at this counter, I make a pretty mean stack of chocolate chip pancakes. And when my kids come home from school, or I got one that lives out of town, when they come to visit, I can whip up a batch, no problem. I can do it with my eyes closed, no stress, no anything. But a few years ago, I was asked to feed chocolate chip pancakes to a group of 40 teenage boys. That was a completely different experience. I had to change the way I thought. I had to change the way my kitchen was set up. I had to change all the different pieces. And so that's kind of the idea. When you're moving from, a word-based system or a styles-based system, that traditional authoring, to more of a DITA, you've got to start thinking about this. What are how are my ingredients going to change? How are the tools going to change?